Here's how this works. Water, salt, and pepper, those are freebies. Your pantry, it better have flour, oil, vinegar, mustard, and garlic. Beyond that, you'll only need 5 more ingredients and 25 minutes to put an entree or entire meal on the table. So, shop, set the clock, and let's dish out. This week we'll be working with some egg noodles. You could also use ziti or farfalle, any other small pasta of your choice, some heavy whipping cream, about a pound of sirloin steak, also some mushrooms. These are baby bellas that have already been sliced, and some Gorgonzola cheese, about 4 ounces. With all of our ingredients in hand, we can get to work. We're going to go ahead and cut this steak into large bite-sized pieces. You want them to be small enough so that you can eat them in a bite or two, but large enough so that they won't overcook while we're searing them in the skillet. I'm going for about 1 inch or so bite size there. Next up, we'll get a skillet, preferably not non-stick. You want something that's going to help you create a fond here. Get that over high heat. A couple tablespoons of olive oil go in, followed by our mushrooms. We're going to season these up with salt and pepper right now. We want to get the water and liquid, go ahead leaching out of those so that they can brown up, and all that liquid will not go into our final sauce. Stir those for 4 to 5 minutes until they have lost almost all their moisture and are nice and dark brown. Once that's been accomplished and you can see we're already developing a really nice fond, we'll go ahead and remove those, keep that over high heat, add in a touch more oil, and at this point we're going to add in our steak bites. Do these in a single layer, don't crowd the pan. If you have to work in a couple batches, that's totally fine. We want to give them 2 to 3 minutes so they get a nice dark brown sear on that first side. You can see that they're already starting to take color up on the sides there and cook through, so we're going to go ahead and give them a flip. And just give them 1 to 2 more minutes on this side. We're really trying to keep them somewhere around medium still in the middle, but if you happen to cook them all the way through, not the end of the world. At this point, they should still be nice and pink on the inside, so we're going to remove them. And we're going to put in about 1/4 cup of just plain old tap water to release that fond off the bottom of the skillet. We'll fortify it with a little Dijon mustard, about 1 tablespoon there. Stir that, let that water reduce down some, make sure you get all of the fond off the bottom of the pan. Add in 1 cup of heavy cream, bring that back to a simmer, and let it reduce for 2 to 3 minutes until it is just slightly starting to thicken. Of course, we'll want to taste this and season with salt and pepper as needed, and then we'll kill the heat, add in most of our 4 ounces of Gorgonzola cheese, and give that a stir so that it can start to melt into the pan sauce. At this point, off the heat, you can add in your steak and mushrooms back, stir everything to combine, and serve over your cooked egg noodles. You were cooking those, right? You could also add the egg noodles once cooked into this pan here and just combine it all in the skillet and serve it as a cohesive dish, but I'm just going to plate it up in a bowl over my cooked pasta. One of the things I love about this is that it's really just a great technique video. You could use different types of meat, different veggies. Just shows you how to use simple ingredients like water and a little heavy cream and mustard to make a really richly flavorful pan sauce that you would swear has to have way more than 2 or 3 ingredients in it. We'll garnish this dish with the remaining crumbles of Gorgonzola, and would this be dishing out without a little sprinkling of green onions? No. So obviously those are optional, but I'm going to sprinkle a few on the top with the thumbnail. Again, this pan sauce has a wonderful rich depth of flavor despite it only having a couple ingredients. We've made sure to use that fond to its maximum flavor potential. See that sauce coats everything beautifully. Really great tang and interplay of flavors between the mustard and the cheese. Nice pink steak, totally not overcooked. I really love the funk of Gorgonzola or blue cheese, but if you don't like it, you could use something like a Parmesan or even a little cheddar. Make it as you wish, but definitely just make it. Super tasty. Thanks for watching as always. Go make something delicious.